Oh, I think I'm used to having my computer notes open as well, but not this week.
Oh yeah.
I didn't have any chapters.
You pumped about that?
Uh,
We've been waiting for this day.
I've been dreaming of this day. No chapters
So
to summarize at all.
lucky.
Hello, and welcome to Tea is Good, Books Are Better, the podcast where we drink tea and talk about books. I'm Raven.
I'm Jessica.
What are we drinking today, Jess?
I'm drinking green tea with honey.
I'm drinking Mission Chill.
Ooh, you still have
I
that?
still have some left.
Damn, how?
I probably have like 1 cup left now.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I guess just because normally when I drink tea, it's in the morning and I want caffeine in it.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I don't think I let it
Mine was
steep long
gone in
enough,
a week.
though. It is really good.
Oh,
It's really tasty.
unfortunate. It is so good.
What is it again? It's like mint and
It's chamomile with mint and other stuff.
and other such leaves and flowers.
Yes.
Okay, where did we leave off our characters?
Right. Arya, they are still searching for Lord Beric and they meet a lot of interesting people.
Indeed.
Jon and the Thenns make camp in a cave, preparing to climb the wall the next day. And he and Ygritte have a special moment in the pool.
We're starting off with Arya.
Arya.
This is chapter 29.
Damn. Been
Damn.
track here.
How far along are we in the book now? Let me take a look. Real quick before we get started.
Almost halfway.
Yeah, almost halfway. Not quite there,
Mm-hmm.
but we're getting there.
We're getting
Damn, I feel like we've been reading this one forever.
there. Right? I think it's because it's like in the midst of a climax. Like there's no building up like how the other books do. It's like you're thrown in.
Are
the
we?
crazy.
Because I thought the first few chapters were very much like nothing is happening.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but
Mm.
maybe
Maybe,
it's because we were like really reading into everything and like doing a lot
yeah.
of digging for each chapter.
Because Jamie's chapter immediately starts off with him running from River Run.
Yeah, I think he's one of the few who starts off with like immediate.
And go.
Huh?
Like, bam, he's going.
Yeah. But
Um,
everyone else I think was pretty slow.
Probably.
Anyway, Arya.
Arya. Okay. So they arrive at the Stony Set, and Arya thinks it's the biggest city she's been in since King's Landing.
Oh,
And I didn't look at the Stony Sept on the map.
me neither.
Walked right past that.
The
I'm
Stony
gonna
Sept.
assume it's south.
It doesn't sound
I
like it's a
thought
city. It sounds
it's
like it's
close to.
just a sept.
It's a city, and it's pretty close to Heron Hall. Southwest of Heron Hall. And it's big. Big circle
Oh yeah.
of a city.
Okay.
Maybe it's like a religious city. You know?
Hmm.
Okay.
She's so close to her mum
So close to her mum.
in River Run.
There must have been a battle there recently because the gates are made of new wood and there's like burnt shit everywhere. Like they're rebuilding. The captain of the gate gives them an update on the happenings. Apparently, the huntsman brought them a flock of sheep. They're constantly being hit up by Northmen and the mummers, who do not seem to want food, but they want plunder and women to rape. And this huntsman, has gone out with his dogs to look for the Kingslayer.
Oh, do we
And
know who this huntsman is?
I don't. And I have this question, and he's like, "Is the Huntsman Lord Beric? Like, who is this guy?" But I don't think it's Beric. Yeah.
Yeah,
By the end of
like
the chapter.
it kind of seems like it could be, but then why would you call him the Huntsman? That doesn't really make
Yeah.
sense.
So like, I was wondering if it's like code, maybe like this is Beric, but we're gonna call him the Huntsman so no one knows. But
Hmm.
I'm kind of curious who this guy is.
Me too.
Anywho, the guard speculates that when the Huntsman finds the Kingslayer, he will let his dogs tear him apart. Lem warns against it and says that the Huntsman is not stupid. But the guard says that when the Westermen came, who I'm guessing were maybe Starkmen or Lannisters, West.
Westerman. Uh,
People from Riverrun or
yeah, wouldn't that be the river?
Lannister, because Lannisters are also more west than Riverrun,
Hmm.
Casterly Rock. So like one of those people.
Okay.
I don't know. But he calls them Westermen. They came by and they raped the huntsman's wife and sister, burnt his crops, killed his sheep and dogs, and dumped the dark dog carcasses into their well, which
Holy.
I'm sure poisoned their drinking water.
Uh-huh.
And all Lem says that he'd better not kill the Kingslayer. And then they head to the Sept, and Arya doesn't see anyone. She asks if everyone in the city is dead, but is told that they're only shy.
Hmm.
Someone notices Lem and shouts out to him, and then people start coming out of hiding and filling the streets. In the market square, there is a fountain shaped like a leaping trout, and a few feet away, in a dozen crow cages hanging from posts, are dying men.
Oh.
Lem is like, "What the fuck is this?" A woman tells him that it's justice. Apparently, they are Northmen who they're calling him the Mad Huntsman, these people. They caught who this guy caught.
Wait, okay. Hang on. Hang on.
These people
You're
are
using no, stop. You're using
no?
a lot of pronouns and I'm like losing who you're talking about. Cause you're talking about the hanged men and then the people and then like the huntsmen
Okay.
and you keep saying they and them and I'm like, who wait, huh?
Hey, it's them. It's them. It's them.
I'm so lost right now.
So Lem is very pissed off at seeing these dying men in these bird cages.
Okay.
And so one of the peepholes of the town or city tells him that it's justice, and apparently that these prisoners, these dying men, are Northmen that the huntsman caught, who the peoples of the city are refer to him as the Mad Huntsman.
Oh.
Like he's gone nuts.
Okay.
And the cages, according to Arya, are so narrow that the men cannot sit or move. So they just stand naked until they die
Yikes.
of exposure or starvation or dehydration.
Probably that
One of those three. Three of the cages hold dead men, but the men who are still alive start begging for water. Arya notices that one of the dead men has a gaping hole filled with maggots between his legs. Nasty.
Oh God.
I think one of the men she also notices that are alive are so fat that his like flesh is like pushing out through the
bars.
cage, and like she's like wondering how the fuck they got him in there.
Go on.
Arya asks what these prisoners did, and a townsman, tells her that they raped and murdered civilians at the town of Tumblers Falls. The town of Tumblers Falls, I think.
Okay.
When they could not find the Kingslayer. So apparently, like, they're searching for the Kingslayer.
Okay, then I
Couldn't
think we know who
find
they
him.
are.
Started raping and murdering.
Wow.
The one with the hole between his legs was the rapist.
Ah, so they chopped his junk off.
Mm-hmm.
And these are, I think, Karstark men then, if they're hunting for the Kingslayer?
Yeah, I think they are.
Yikes.
Like, it doesn't say it in a chapter, but I think they are.
Yeah.
the living men continue to beg Arya for water. So she gets off her horse and fills up a cup with water and waters one of the men, much to the town's people's angers. But Harwin steps in between and makes sure no one touches Arya. Is that understandable?
Yes.
Did you get that? Okay. I know
That
like
part
all over the
was
place.
yeah. I mean, it was kind of there was a lot going on. I was kind of interested in Harwin like defending Arya as she waters these prisoners.
Yeah. I think they're all disgusted with the idea of torturing people to death, basically.
Yeah,
Like they're
I think all of Harwin's crew seemed pretty like what the
yeah.
fuck?
Lem was disgusted. Like they
Mm-hmm.
were like, just kill them. What are you doing?
Yeah. So this was not approved by Harwin's gang, and presumably Barrack would not have approved of it.
Yeah.
Whether he's the huntsman or not, we still don't know.
Okay, so Lem is telling them that Lord Barrack would be freaking disgusted with them if he hears of them torturing these people, and like says that they should just freaking hang them. But the townsmen tell them that the huntsman wants them to suffer and will be really freaking angry if he hears of Arya watering them.
What?
And them was like, well, maybe he'll like this even less, and he's killed the remaining men with his arrows.
So that makes it sound like the huntsman is not Barrack.
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
Maybe
the
he's not. Who is this
philosophies.
guy?
Yeah, the philosophies of these two men seem to be at odds.
Mm-hmm.
Who the fuck's the huntsman?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like quite a few chapters ahead of you too, and I'm still like, I don't know if it actually said it or
Who is this bitch?
or if it, because there is mention of the huntsman further on as well, but I still didn't gather who it was, but maybe I just wasn't paying attention. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
So he kills the remaining men with his arrows, and Arya's like, Valar Morghulis in her brains. So they go to an inn, and the innkeeper is like really enthusiastic because she loves them. She's like, "Yay, it's Bericc's friends." She forces Arya to bath again, take another bath, scrubs her clean, and puts her in a dress. Arya freaking hates, but she's just hungry, so she doesn't give a fuck.
Did you catch her name?
Nope, I didn't write down.
Dude, I'm gonna. You're gonna kick yourself.
Oh.
The barmaid's name is Tansy.
Tansy?
Yeah, Tansy.
Tansy?
Like the word that Hoster was saying, Tansy.
Oh, what?
Yeah, and we thought we had figured it out with the abortion juice, but this woman's name is Tansy.
Oh. Now I'm confused because the abortion juice was called Tansy, right?
Yeah.
But there's also
It's a type
Tansy.
of flower or something.
Uh-huh. So either she's named after the flower, and it's just a coincidence, or she's the Tansy that Hoster. What's his
Right?
face? Is apologizing to? Who is this lady?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And she is not far
Oh
from
my
River
God.
Run.
Oh my god.
How did you miss that again?
I don't know. I don't really look at names.
Oh my
I have like
god.
the secondary these older characters. I'm like, eh. Okay, ladies is this. Oh man.
Oh, also
Okay.
it pointed out that she has red hair, so I don't know if that's significant.
River Run people. The Tullys have red hair.
They do. Did Catelyn's mother have red hair?
I don't know.
Hmm.
I know. Actually, I don't. I don't
I'm just thinking like,
remember any descriptions of them. Her
yeah.
parents.
Like if Hoster was involved with someone named Tansy, and then this woman ends up with red hair, and then all of Hoster's children have red hair.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, maybe, but it doesn't really, like, logistically seem like that would, like, they would all be bastards. Why would he have them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or I'm also thinking that maybe George R.R. Martin just kind of threw this in as a red herring.
Could be.
Because I'm pretty convinced still by our first theory about the abortion juice.
Hmm.
So this seems like less interesting if this is the actual answer to that puzzle. Because I think the abortion
Do
juice is a lot more interesting.
remember if she was younger? If she was a younger lady or just like an older lady?
I don't think she was young, but let me check real quick. Oh, she's actually the innkeep. She's not just a barmaid.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Reading. Yeah, it's pointed out like 3 times within the first few paragraphs of meeting her that her hair is red. So that seems significant.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. There's no description of her yet. Hang on. Yeah, I'm not sure. It doesn't say anything about her age. Or if it does, then I'm missing it because I'm trying to read through this really fast. Yeah, but I don't see anything.
I was wondering if I could, like, perhaps, maybe she's, what's her face is Liza and kid, but, like, bastard.
Oh. Huh.
Like, let's go down the trail of crazy.
Yeah. Well, that's a theory and a half.
Okay, well, now we have the 2 theories that perhaps this tansy. Oh my god, I've been written here, tansy.
Jesus Christ.
I'd probably have read that out to you and like not knowing who the fuck this tansy is. I'm like, they're talking to tansy. I'm like in my brain, who?
Good God. Oh, okay, I found one adjective for her. Buxom. Buxom? I don't know what that means.
Does that mean big tittied?
That's what it sounds like. Like busty. Yeah. Of a woman. Plump, especially with large breasts.
Okay.
That's the only descriptor. She seems very, like, loud and chatty.
Yeah, enthusiastic.
Excitable. Anyway.
While sitting in the common room, Arya remembers something that Suriel Farrell told her, which was something about looking and seeing your environment. So she's like looking around everything. She notices that there's like a shit ton of serving wenches, like too much. And like there's lots of men who are leaving the common room with these ladies, and so she like realizes that they're in a brothel. Arya tells Gendry, who's beside her, like points it out to him, and for some reason he gets upset or like angry.
Oh.
And he's like gets angry at her and it's like, well then what are you doing here? This brothel's no place for you, a highborn lady. And then a young lady, who I'm guessing is one of the working ladies, sits beside Gendry, thinking he's joking, and so she tells him that her father is a king, which Arya first is like, oh no way, and then she looks at her and it's like, whoa, thick raven black hair, maybe.
Oh.
Maybe.
She could be Robert's bastard daughter.
Oh, gross. If she wasn't, she's hitting on another one of Robert's bastards.
Ew.
So she like basically offers herself to Gendry, saying she doesn't charge friends of Thoros, the Lightning Lord. But like he gets like triggered and he like stomps outside. Like, he wants nothing to do with her.
Curious.
This woman asks Arya if he's into women, and Arya's just like, he's just stupid. And then she like leaves.
Classic Arya.
Arya is starting to get sleepy when she overhears Lemon Harwin talking to Tansy, who is telling them about this rumor that Catelyn and Brienne spent the night in Jaime's cell, and then in the morning he was set free because Catelyn was just so in love with his dick game.
Ew. What
Yeah,
the fuck?
this is the rumors that are being spread.
That's the rumor?
Yeah, and apparently they had some like magical threesome, and now these two ladies are like working hard to set him free.
Wow.
An old man sits beside Arya and asks for her name. I think he thinks she's a working girl. And Gendry like appears out of nowhere and is like, "Fuck off! That's my sister."
Mm.
When the man takes off, she asks Gendry like why he said that. Like, "You're not my brother." And he's like, "Oh, that's right. I'm just a low-born nobody." Like,
Damn.
well, and Arya's like, "What the fuck is wrong with him?" And he just tells her to freaking get lost so he can drink in peace. And so she leaves. And like, I don't know. Maybe he had something. Maybe his mother was a prostitute? Or
That
was a
seems
work lady?
plausible.
And it just triggers him?
Maybe. But it's definitely odd. Something about that situation just
Yeah. He doesn't like the working
flipped a
ladies.
switch in him.
Ladies of the night. It's like, fuck y'all. Okay. So Arya heads to her room. To the room. That they're all sharing. In this giant freaking bed. She's first one in, so she gets to claim her spot. But just seems like freaking crazy. And they're all kind of sleep together in one giant bed. It's so cartoony.
Just dog pile.
Yeah. Oh man. She dreams that she's a wolf surrounded by her pack on a hunt. And she wakes to the sound of baying dogs. I like the word baying to describe dogs. I can really hear it.
Yeah, I usually think of donkeys when I think of baying.
Uh-huh. I think of those hound dogs, the ones that like really yell. You know the fox and the hound?
Yeah, like a bloodhound?
Yeah, like the bays that he would do, the bloodhound.
Oh, like
When
the
he would call his master. Yeah. Yeah. The yell. She climbs over everyone because everyone is sleeping in this one giant bed and opens the window to see a great pack of dogs running around the square. And she watches as some men pull one of the bodies shot by Lem out, and then the dogs just like rip it to shreds.
Damn.
She hears one of the men shout, "This is your home now, Lannister," to a man who's all tied up. And looks like they're gonna put him in a cage. Soon, Gendry and Tom are beside her, also looking out. And Tom tells Lem to grab the others and says that the Huntsman is back with another man for the cages. Arya tells him that he said it was a Lannister. Gendry asks if it's the Kingslayer, and as Arya looks down, the man turns his head and she sees him. It's not the Kingslayer, but it's a man on her list of names, I think.
What does it say exactly?
Whoop. I think she said somewhere that it was one less name for her list. I have to find the chapter. What page is that? The start of her chapter.
Oh, down in the square, a thrown stone caught the captive on the cheek, turning his head. Not the Kingslayer, Arya thought when she saw his face. The gods had heard her prayers after all. So yeah, that does sound like it's someone.
That's the only prayer she prays. It's her list of names.
Pretty much.
So, like, I really wonder who it is. If it's a Lannister. I only know Cersei and Joffrey.
I genuinely had no idea who it was. I do now because I've read further.
Tickler!
The tickler! Okay, so...
Well, that's that.
I've had a couple thoughts.
Uh-huh.
There was an interesting moment when she was sitting in the pub with Gendry and like the girl came up with the black hair and was like, "I'm the child of a king," or whatever. And Arya's, like you said, thinks about her black hair and is like, "Oh, maybe." But then what Arya does after that is she looks at Gendry and she's like, well, no, that doesn't mean that she has, or she's Robert's child. Like, lots of people have black hair. Like, look at Gendry. But Gendry is Robert's bastard. So I thought that was pretty funny.
It's like she's looking at two of Robert's bastards right there. Possibly.
But that also made me think, like, Gendry is getting really, like you said, triggered about something in there. And, like, maybe it has to do with that, but he seems to be attacking Arya a lot about being highborn. And at first I thought that he was, like, just teasing her and just being a jackass because he knows that she doesn't like it. But now I'm thinking he might be genuinely resentful. Maybe he does know his own secret.
I think he does.
Okay, because I thought we said, you think he doesn't? Or he does?
I know, wait, sorry. I don't think he does.
Okay, because, the last time we, like, kind of talked about this, we were operating under the assumption that he does not know. But him being super pissed about her being highborn makes me wonder if he does know. And he's kind of resentful that she is treated as a highborn and he's not, even though he is the son of a king. Just because it's strange how serious he's getting. Like,
it is.
About attacking her highborn status.
I thought that since he was just in attack mode, that he was just attacking what maybe he's insecure about, which was his lowborn status next to Arya's highborn. And he was just in attack mode.
Yeah.
Something set him on edge, and he was just like, ugh. He's like, well, fuck you, you're highborn. Like, okay.
Yeah.
Like Arya's just chill bro stance. Like, she doesn't even go with it.
Yeah. I think because she, like, kind of feels that something's weird and different.
Yeah.
She's like, okay. I mean, get it out, I guess. Yeah.
That takes maturity.
Yeah. Also, I was wondering, she has that dream about, like, being a wolf or whatever. Makes me wonder if she is, like, dreaming about being Nymeria.
I think she's warging too.
Yeah.
I think the Starks have a special connection to their puppies.
Because Jon's experienced that, Bran does. Sansa wouldn't because Lady is gone.
Yeah.
And then
we don't know much about Rob.
Yeah, we don't know anything about Rob.
Or the other one.
Oh, Rickon.
Rickon.
The other one. That one.
The other one. The little one.
the tiny little one. I remember in the show, I literally did not remember Rickon after, like, the first couple of episodes. I forgot he existed. And then I only learned about him again in, like, the 6th or the 5th season or something when the Battle of the Bastards happened. And I remember being like, which season was it?
6.
Okay, yeah. And I was like, who the fuck's Rickon? They really don't talk about him in the show.
In the books, he gets more of a part, I hear. More of an interesting sideline. Okay. And the injustice they gave him in the show, which is nothing.
No screen time at all.
Nothing, and then some death.
Hey, spoilers.
Hey, we don't know what happens in the book.
True.
Because season 6 was entirely without book.
Oh, yeah, it was, wasn't it?
It goes up to season 4, and that's it. The rest is up all D&D. Working their butts off.
Well, no, they still had George's input.
Sure.
But yeah, if you had to guess who they caught, who do you think it is?
The Hound! I got it from your little laugh.
Huh?
Did I get it with your little laugh? Laugh. That chuckle. Ooh.
Ho, ho, ho. I am not gonna say anything.
Okay. I'll figure it out next. I have
Yes.
to read that chapter soon.
Just
No, there
one last thing about Arya's chapter.
Okay.
About the Tansy thing.
Okay.
I'm just I want to get your thoughts cuz I'm still leaning more towards the abortion juice theory.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah.
I like the abortion juice theory. Makes more sense. This one seems like what? It's like a
Yeah.
whole other so much more leads, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
You're
I'm
right.
gonna stick to this abortion juice until we know more information.
The abortion juice just fits so nicely with everything going on. Whereas if this was the answer, there are so many more questions.
So I'm like, I'm gonna step away from here and just focus on abortion juice.
Yeah, but it also, like, it obviously wasn't, it was intentional that he made her name Tansy. He clearly is trying, I
To give us
think,
hints.
to pull the reader in a certain direction. Maybe,
Yeah.
like maybe we weren't supposed to have solved but maybe we were? I don't know. I feel like this is a red herring and he's just trying to, oh, it's like, it's good because we thought we had it all figured out. And then
Yeah.
he's like gonna throw this in there and be like, haha, question everything. So it's good, and I gotta commend
Maybe
him
it
for
is.
that, but I'm sticking with the abortion juice. I'm not falling for this wrench, Mr. Martin.
Same here.
All right, cool. Okay, next is chapter 30, which is Jon.
Jon Snow.
You
So
know
it turns-
nothing, Jon Snow.
Nothing. So the next morning they leave the cave and the wildlings all spread out to keep an eye out for rangers. And they find a place where the forest is growing close to the wall, which Jon notices as a big mistake on the watch's part. Like they should be trimming this shit away
Yeah.
from the wall.
Big error.
Jon notices the Thens holding back a little, and he realizes that this is the first time they've seen the wall, and they're probably intimidated. So the wall is like 700 feet average, but there's at the part they're at, it's 800 feet because it's on a hill or on top of some rocks or something. So
Oh.
it's like high as fuck.
Really? I thought it was like shorter because the hill like next to it kind of absorbs it or something like that. Maybe I misunderstood.
Maybe it did because it's on top of it, and he was saying it's higher up because of this.
Oh, okay. I believe you.
I'm trying to see, like, visualize how big is 800 feet.
Look up like the one of the tallest buildings in the world and find what might compare.
I think I found something.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, I found the part.
Awesome.
I found the part in the chapter.
Uh-huh.
The wall was often said to stand 700 feet high, but Jarl had found a place where it was both higher and lower. So we're both right.
Oh.
Before them, the ice rose sheer from out of the trees like some immense cliff, crowned by wind-carved battlements that loomed at least 800 feet high, perhaps 900 in spots. But that was deceptive, Jon realized as they drew closer. Brandon the Builder had laid his huge foundation blocks along the heights, wherever feasible, and hereabouts the hills rose wild and rugged. So, I mean, like, how do you understand that?
I just understood it that they built on top of shit.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
instead of, like, clearing the way, they just built on top of it. Like the Great Wall of China. They just built on top. They didn't
Okay.
cut through shit, they just built on top of it.
Right, that makes sense.
And I found a building that is a little bit under 800 feet. The Woolworth building, and it's big. And that
Woolworth.
gives me some insight on how fucking tall the wall is.
Okay, let me look
Damn.
up this building.
Damn, son.
Woolworth building.
Let me copy image. I'm gonna put it on the Discord server. This is a good image because it's in the top. Paste. It's too powerful.
What? This building is too big to fit in Discord.
It is. The fuck. Okay, I'm gonna copy.
Okay. I'm looking
Okay,
at some
go.
pictures. It's tall.
I like this one.
Okay.
Click on. You can really see the scale, how high up it is.
Yep, that would take a long time to scale. For sure.
It would be intimidating to see. That's like the biggest thing you've ever seen in your life. Like at all.
Yeah.
It was definitely the tallest thing. Hanging around restaurants.
How tall is the tallest building in the world?
Taller than that. Way taller than that.
Yeah.
Like 2,000 feet.
Damn. Oh shit, you were not far off.
Oh shit.
2,716 feet. And that's the Burj Khalifa.
Bruh.
Damn. And that's in India? Yes, that's in Dubai. This thing is like a straight up spike sticking out of the ground. Okay, cool.
That's crazy high.
Yep.
Crazy high. Reminds me of I think 7 years ago, the P&E had a Game of Thrones exhibit where they had like the costumes that the people's wore and shit, like the actors wore and stuff. Like I saw Peter Dinklage's costume for Tyrion, and he's freaking big, like wider than me.
Oh.
He might be shorter, but he's definitely man-sized still.
Yeah.
Anyways, there's this Oculus Rift experience that they put you through to climbing the wall. Man, it was so jarring to go up. And they like you went flying right to the very edge, and like you can peer down, and like even though like the graphics were so bad, my brain believed that I was way high up.
Yeah.
And like I got like so sick and like falling and shit, and like the wildlings appear and they start shooting stuff and you fall off, and like people were falling in the cages and I was waiting in line to go on, and I was like, what the hell? But yep, I nearly freaking fell and I had to grab onto the cage for support.
Oh shit. I remember I got there a little late, and then the lineup was like at least an hour and a half long, and we were like getting into line, but then realized that the exhibit was going to be closed by the time we made it to the front, so we had to bail, which sucked.
Yeah. Oh man.
And I heard like the Iron Throne was in there, like one of the Iron Throne props.
Yeah.
Or set pieces.
There are lots of props in there.
Ugh, I was so upset.
Amelia Clark's costumes, all that. Some swords. It was pretty cool. Pretty cool.
I'm jealous that you got to experience that.
I'm super pleased.
But I don't think I was as big of a fan as you were at that time.
No. Were you? I got you in to Game of Thrones.
I was definitely into it, but I don't think I was like... I definitely wasn't watching like the instant that each season was coming out, like episode by episode. I was like waiting until they were all out and then ripping it type of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back to this chapter.
Wait. Do you remember what season?
I think it was season 4.
When it came to the P&E?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's when the wildlings attack. I think it's season 4.
Okay. So I feel like I didn't start, like I was interested and I would watch it, but I had no problem waiting for it. It wasn't until like season 6 or something that I was like...
Die hard.
Becoming pretty die hard, yeah. It might have been the Battle of the Bastards that did it for me.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is the greatest show in the world.
It was pretty epically filmed.
Oh, I can't fucking wait for Eric to see that episode.
It was a stressful episode.
Yeah. That's like a literally on the edge of your seat the whole fucking episode type of
Yeah.
episode.
And you get like claustrophic when like all the people start piling up in the
Claustrophobic.
mountains. Yeah, claustrophobic.
Claustrophic.
Yeah, I'm claustrophic a little bit.
Just a little claustrophic.
Just a little claustrophic.
Okay, Jon.
Okay. So 3 teams of men approach the wall 20 yards apart. One group is led by is his name pronounced Jarl?
We decided we would say Jarl the last time we brought this up.
Like every time I see that, I'm thinking of Skyrim.
Yeah.
So one group is led by Jarl. His group has done this before, and they're not intimidated. And his group are freaking kids, every single one.
Oh.
Except for no, the oldest is probably 25. So it depends on how old you are if you think 25-year-old is a kid. But
I don't know if I'd call a 25-year-old a kid, but
except for the
definitely a
old
young.
ass 25-year-old. Yeah, well, yeah, they're youngsters. And then the other 2 are led by Greg the Goat and Erok.
And what?
Erok, I think his name is.
Erok?
Errok.
Oh.
Erok?
Oh. Erok? Interesting.
Eric, but
Eric.
fancy spelled. Spelled like someone who doesn't know how to spell.
Yeah, like someone was trying to spell the name of the Weasley family's bird, and then forgot it ends with a L. It was a bad joke. Move on.
Okay.
You know Errol? They're owl.
What are you talking about?
Errol! They're in Harry Potter.
Nah.
The Weasley family has an owl named Errol.
Nah, son.
Fuck.
I don't remember.
Fine. I'll take
Okay.
the L on that one.
Jarl and his men start by climbing a tall tree leaning against the wall. The tree takes them up 300 feet before they have to move on to the ice.
Damn.
Yeah.
Head start.
Yeah, they did. Jarl leads with the rope tied around his waist, which is tied to the next person, and so on. And they climb using ice axes and their spiked boots.
So I don't quite understand the method here, or the tactic, or the technique. Like, why rope yourself to each other? I guess so you get caught if someone falls, but also, like, isn't there a chance of you yanking everyone else down with you?
True. I think it's
Right?
just safety. Because I feel like mountain climbers still attach themselves to each other to this day.
Yeah,
As
I don't know
you can
anything
know.
about mountain climbing, but I guess they've determined that's the safer bet, so.
I guess so. Also, as they climb, they're hammering stakes in and tying rope to the stakes.
Oh.
Mhm.
Like on their way up?
Yep. As they climb up, they're hammering stakes into the ice and tying rope, attaching the rope to each stake. So there's method to their madness. The other 2 teams had no trees, so they have to start from the bottom. So Jarl is higher up than the other 2 teams.
Mhm.
So Jon and the Thens are just watching these 3 teams climb. Jon is like constantly like having his fingers crossed. He's like, "Come on, patrol, come and find them. Come on." Or like, "Please hit a spot rotten ice. Come on."
Oh.
Please fall. So rotten ice is ice with air in it. It's not.
Ooh.
Another person was like, rotten ice?
Yeah, there's some funny descriptive words.
By noon, Jarl hits a bad spot of ice and he falls. But the rope and his team hang on and he is caught and they continue climbing. Soon they run out of stakes, and so they have to make do with horns and bones. 4 hours in, and Jon is wondering how they have the strength to keep climbing.
Holy shit, can you imagine climbing for 4 hours on
Hell
ice?
no.
That's
Hell
like
no.
all
Like,
of your
straight
muscles
up.
engaged
Hell no.
nonstop for 4 hours.
Not for me. Not for me. I'd be dead.
I mean, even if you're super fit, which a wildling would be, there's no how.
Hell no.
Like, are they taking breaks? I'm assuming they must be taking breaks and just kind of hanging and chilling every once in a while.
Stop for a cuppa.
Hey, pass me some of that jerky.
6 hours in, there's a sudden crack and a 50-foot square of ice breaks off, taking Jarl and his men with it.
Big oof.
Whoops. Some chunks come tumbling into the woods where Jon and the Thens are, and he quickly grabs Ygritte and pulls her down. One of the Thens is struck in the face and his nose is shattered.
Oof.
Ouchie. Jon thinks to himself, the wall defends itself. And then they go looking for Jarl and his men. They find Jarl impaled on a tree and his men are all broken on the ground. One is still alive, but one of the Thens quickly puts him out of his misery and they set up a pyre to burn the bodies ASAP. Okay. No whites here.
No, thank you.
Which made me kind of sad remembering that they're all kids. Jarl and his team. 25 is the oldest. The bodies are burning by the time Greg and his team make it to the top. And by the time Erok makes it to the top with his team, the bodies are ash and bone. The sun is setting when the climbers on top and the Thens on the bottom set to setting up 5 huge rope ladders. And then the Thens start climbing, which is not in the show, but lots smarter.
Yeah, what did they do in the show?
Freaking ladders. They all freaking climbed. Whole bunch of newbies climbing.
What the fuck?
Yeah, this is so much smarter. They put the skilled people climbing, and then they throw down giant freaking ladders.
Yeah, that makes way more sense. Well, they like lowered a rope, and then they attached a ladder to the rope, and then they pulled the ladder all the way up. But yeah.
5 of them. There's 5 ladders.
Yes. Makes more sense that way.
Ygritte doesn't like the wall, and she doesn't like how cold it is. And Jon's like, it's ice? But Ygritte's like, you know nothing, Jon's. No, this wall is made of blood. And Jon's like, that's fair. And they climb. By sunset, 2 Thens had fallen off the ladder, and it's near midnight by the time Jon and Ygritte make it to the top. At the top, Ygritte is trembling and near tears. She said she almost fell 3 times, that she could feel the wall trying to shake her loose.
Oof.
Jon tries to comfort her by telling her she has nothing to be afraid of since the worst is behind them, but she rejects this and hits him really hard on the chest. She says she's not crying because she's frightened. She's crying because they opened 50 graves looking for the Horn of Winter, and they let loose all these shades without finding it. What the fuck?
That was yeah, that was my exact sentiment. I was like,
what?
Huh?
Excuse me?
Okay, Horn of Winter? No idea what that is.
I think it's like some fabled horn that when you blast into it, it shatters the wall.
What?
It brings it down.
Where did they think they were going to find the Horn of Winter?
Apparently in these 50 graves where all these shades are hiding at. Shades?
Does she mean
what?
Like whites? Is that her word for whites?
Were these whites? My god. They could have been. She could have let loose. They could have let loose 50 others?
How? When?
Exactly. When?
I'm very confused.
The chapter just ends and you're like, what?
Like, is she talking about the people who fell, who they didn't burn? But there weren't 50 of them.
No. It's just some random, like, we fucked up a while ago looking for the Horns of Winter. Huh?
Yeah, maybe she's referring to something that happened in the past that we don't know about yet.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, I'm thinking, what's his face? Who's the Mance Radar? Probably wanted to look for the Horn of Winter to lead all the wildlings south.
Okay.
The wall. That they fucked up?
Yeah, I guess.
It wasn't there?
And they lost a bunch of men trying to find it.
They let loose all these shades, apparently. Whatever shades are.
They have to be whites. What else would they be?
Or others.
Yeah. Right. Like, maybe they woke them up. And they were, like, in some sort of cave or something. And they're looking for this Horn of Winter. And they break open this cave. And all the others are like, yo, it's go time.
Yeah, they're like, fuck. We fucked up.
Damn. That is possible. Okay, cool. Well, that's gonna have to be it for Storm of Swords for this episode.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Fun.
Any updates on your end? Life updates?
We got a new vehicle.
Oh yeah.
It's super nice.
2018, yeah. It must be
So Buick
good.
something or other. I don't remember.
A
It
rendezvous?
says on the back of the car.
Is it a rendezvous? Jake thinks it's a rendezvous.
I don't think it is. I don't remember seeing rendezvous. Something like explore. Something with an E.
Oh.
It's like cute.
It's like a SUV.
It looks like a ladybug. Yeah, it is. It's really cute. I like it a lot. And it's like got Bluetooth and everything. We can finally listen to music in the freaking car.
Wait, send me a picture of it.
Here's my freaking phone. I only took.
Wait, you weren't able to listen to music in the car before?
No, we had to bring our own freaking speakers.
Yikes. Oh, it's an Enclave.
Yeah, it started with an E.
A 2018 Enclave.
Johnny took a good video for his mama. Maybe I'll ask him for it and send it.
Okay. Is it like fully loaded?
Fully loaded?
Yeah, like it has all the neat gadgets inside, like leather seats.
Oh yeah.
It is.
Yeah. Bluetooth. Johnny can connect and take phone calls while driving now.
Nice.
Yeah, it's really cool.
And
fucking
backup cam?
yeah,
Nice.
that was new too.
It'll be good for Johnny, I think.
That-
It's good for like confidence, I think, the backup camera.
Yeah.
Like mom has that in her car, and I've moved her car like in and out of the driveway and parked it on the street a few times. And yeah, it's just like, wow, I don't have to like make guessing games about things being under my car when I'm reversing.
Or kick someone out to like tell you how far away from the car when you're trying to like parallel park.
uh,
So we're pretty excited to go on road trips now. Actually do shit because we weren't really comfortable with the Rickon, the old Honda that was falling apart.
yeah, but is Johnny getting more comfortable with driving, or do you think, like, if you want to go on a road trip, is he gonna be cool with driving long distances?
He is happy with it. Only time will tell. I don't know if it was the vehicles that were stressing him out, like knowing that they're falling apart.
Mm-hmm.
He definitely is not hating his drive to work anymore.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's cool. I'm happy for you guys.
He's
And
really
him.
nervous. Yeah, he's so nervous driving it. Like he was having anxiety attacks on Monday when we went for a long drive because he was so scared that he was going to get in an accident and
Aw,
lose all of his money.
we wouldn't
It's the
lose
most
his money.
expensive thing he owns. So they have to keep paying for it, even if it's broke.
It's insured. If he
It
got
is.
hit, he doesn't need to stress. They would pay for the repairs, especially because no repair is going to cost more than what that car is worth. So they would pay for the repair.
Yeah.
Unless
Yeah.
it's unless he's at fault. Then you're in trouble.
What happened last time?
Yeah.
When
I
he
mean,
totaled the yellow car.
yikes. You can pay the deductible and then still have your insurance pay for it, but then your insurance premiums go up. And anyway,
Yeah, now we need a dash cam. I have to figure out how to put that in.
yes, get a dash cam. They're super simple. Just buy one off Amazon. There's some cheap ones on there. Mine costs like $60 and it's like perfect. All you need is that and then like a micro SD card.
I have to buy the USD card separately.
The micro SD card, yeah.
And then putting it in is something I have no idea. Like I have to pull up like YouTube videos.
It's really
Ouch.
easy. You just plug it into like the cigarette lighter
What?
and then that's pretty much it. You plug the cord into the dash cam, you stick the dash cam to the windshield, and then you can have the cord just hang down, but it's a lot neater if you like push it into the edges around
Yeah.
the
I've
passenger
seen
side.
how yours looks.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Okay.
definitely do that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
What's new with you,
Um,
sister?
Not a whole lot. I mean, have you heard about the changes to the COVID restrictions starting today?
I saw that you sent the link to me, but I did not open it.
Yeah, so that's pretty significant. Today, BC has released their like plan for reopening.
Oh.
The plan, if things like if cases keep going down and vaccinations keep going up, the plan is to be fully reopened by September.
Fuck yeah.
Right? Just in time
That's
for
like
Halloween. Fuck yeah!
my vacation is it's in September, so
Oh,
yeah.
sick. So that's as long as like things keep going in the right direction.
Mhm.
But for now, we can eat indoors again, like restaurants and stuff can have indoor eating again.
They're opening up now?
Yep.
Whoa.
And then we can also eat at restaurants with groups of up to 6 people.
Oh.
We still have the like outdoors up to 10 people gatherings. And now we can have up to 5 visitors in our homes.
Oh.
Right?
Ooh. That pleases me.
This pleases me. Yeah, that's pretty exciting. But I haven't read anything about like whether your indoor visitors have to be the same as your like outdoor visitors. I
Oh.
don't know. I didn't see anything that said anything, so I don't know. It doesn't really sound like they have to be. Because then why would they have to be outdoors? Anyway. But yeah, that's exciting.
Yes, finally.
Mm-hmm.
2 years wasn't that bad. It was 2 years, right? Basically.
Uh when did the first lockdown happen? It was like
March.
March last year.
Yeah.
So we're a little over a year now. 15 months, I think the BC Premier said.
Not that bad.
Yeah, but I remember last
Personally,
year.
I'm lucky. I can't say everyone else didn't have a bad time. I was lucky. I kept my job.
Right.
And I'm introverted, so I don't mind staying indoors.
Yeah. I had a pretty rough time for a while.
Yeah, you did.
But shit, what was I saying?
I don't know, I cut you off.
Now I've forgotten.
Oh shit.
Damn it.
No.
Give me a second. Oh yeah, I was saying that I remembered last year in like at this time last year people were like, "Oh, by the time summer comes around, it'll be done." Lol.
Nope.
Nope, not even close. But now the end is actually in sight. So
Yeah, that's exciting.
really exciting. Isn't it crazy that America is like basically fully open again?
Whoa.
Yeah, just because their vaccination process was so much faster.
But I heard that only 10% people are getting vaccinated in the US.
Let's see. How many vaccinated in the US? COVID. Let's see. At least one dose. There's 163 million people, so that's about half the population. And then fully vaccinated is 130 million, so that's like 39% of the population. So
Okay.
not bad at all, actually. It's they're starting on the herd immunity path, but they've still got quite a ways to go, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know at all, let's be real, what like the safest number would be for like herd immunity.
100%?
I think it's like 70 for herd immunity.
Oh yeah.
I think that's what it looks like from that chart that I sent you from for BC's reopening plan. I think it said as long as it's like 70% or higher, then we could be fully reopened by September. So yeah, that's that's what's new on my end. Just being excited about that.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, ooh, yes, I can't wait for Halloween if this is like real and we actually get to be reopened by the time October rolls around.
Oh,
Oh man, we're gonna
yeah.
throw the biggest fucking rager. Yeah, so there's that. And then also my 1 year anniversary with Jake is in August. So
Oh,
that'd be cool
shit.
if we could like go on a trip or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what I've got.
Very nice.
Any last words before we end it?
No.
Okay.
Not really.
Okay, thank you so much for listening. If you want more of the podcast, please follow us on Instagram. You can follow the podcast at Tigbab Podcast, or you can follow us separately. My handle is Crimby, Jess's is Jess.Egan24. You can also find us on Facebook. Just search Tigbab Podcast or Tea is Good, Books Are Better, and we should show up there. Also, please subscribe to our good friend Baram Barami on YouTube. He's the one who made our jingle, which you heard at the start of this episode, and he's a really cool guy and makes dope stuff, so check him out. And you can also join our Patreon, patreon.com/teaisgoodbooksArebetter. We have a few different tea-themed tiers with fun rewards, such as behind-the-scenes content, outtakes, and mini-episodes in which we force our brother to watch Game of Thrones, which he hates. So you will be getting something in return for your contribution, and you'd also be helping us improve the podcast with better equipment. But we also just appreciate you listening. And please don't forget to share the podcast with your family and your friends. It is the best way for us to grow.
Jesus.
Jeez, these are very wet burps. Anyway.
Bro.
Thanks for listening. Bye.